Hello YouTube, Liverpool fan in Japan here, the Miyazaki man Sai. There's been lots going on, lots of positivity since the last time I posted a video. My little man Ato's birthday yesterday, he's now 4 years old, congrats. He's a lifelong red already. Lucho Diaz's dad being rescued, that's fantastic news, that emotional reunion. Beautiful, brings a tear to my eye. We beat Brentford, but it wasn't easy. A touching tribute by Thomas Frank about Mo Salah being one of Premier League greats, greatest Premier League at the moment. I love that. He could be a future manager, you know, he's well spoken, tactically aware. I like his style. He's very good. Him and De Zerbi and Xabi Alonso, all very good. Oh, and don't forget, entries close tomorrow to get a free packet of Miyazaki Karamen, the Kara ramen of your dreams. It's absolutely delicious. It's about £6, it's not cheap. I'm going to post it to your doorstep just to let me know in this video, link in the comments below, who you think my favourite Liverpool player of all time is, and I'm going to do a wheel of everyone who gets the right answer. Last man standing gets the ramen sent to you. Entries close tomorrow. Make sure you comment. Haiku. What are you waiting for? And I will be doing regular giveaways of Japan goods very soon. I love you guys. Liverpool fan in Japan appreciates the whole community, man. I'm going to give you loads of goodies from Japan coming out throughout the year. It's my way of saying thanks for helping us grow and watching the video. Make sure you give this video a like to beat the algorithm and get it seen. Without further ado, let's talk about Liverpool's midfield and why when Endo starts, we win almost every match. So I'm going to look up this little table of midfield trio starting games for Liverpool and their win percentage, goals conceded, goals scored, etc. But while I'm on that topic, you'd think from all the banter and all of the rumours and kerfuffle on Twitter and social media that Endo has been terrible signing. I don't think so. It's not just an eye test, it's a communicative unit. Liverpool as a team, we win together, we lose together. Players have form that goes up and down, but there's explanations behind some of the form, tactical reasoning, trying to shoehorn them in, adjusting to the lifestyle, to the tactics of Klopp, etc. Traditionally, number 6 is the hardest role to start a game because it's one of the most important, vital roles that holds the whole team together, the back and the front, offensive and defensive transitions, and leading the line. You tell me which number 6 new signing has been an absolute outstanding, blistering success, you know, higher than heights. Ugarte, PSG, not at all, can't break through the lines, can't pass lines, tackling always up there, but very sloppy, giving away the ball a lot of times. Caicedo, for that price point, what's he really done? Is he being effective? Massive flop. People should be talking about that a lot more. We dodged a bullet a little bit. All the attributes succeed, but he's not doing it at Chelsea, and he's never getting the ball either. Enzo Fernandez is dominating the ball there, much better than player Caicedo at the moment. Also, Lavia, not playing at the moment. What other defensive midfield signing? You guys tell me. But Endo, of the bunch, I think he's performing the best. Better than Ugarte as well. And people talk about, oh, people running past him, oh, he's slow. The predominant role of a midfield 6 in Liverpool's system is the ball doesn't come to feet of the striker. And if they're on the striker, then it's a pivot of 3 players. Full back, centre back, number 6, or sided number 8 to close the box in on that striker, not allowing them to get any half space, winning the turnover, because when the ball hits the striker, that's the highest point for turnover. You notice against Brentford, they played the ball in behind and the challenge into the space, into the lines, to allow Brian Mbeumo, to chase onto it. And it's not that he can't play with the ball to his feet, it's because Endo closes off the lines. It's one of his most effective traits. Off the ball work is absolutely superb. You can't just always look at where the ball is and where the ball is going. You have to look at the players and what they tactically do when off the ball. It makes their intrinsic value absolutely a high proposition in terms of defensive prowess and what they do on the press and positional play. Endo is a master of the dark arts of blocking the passing lanes and also forcing the ball in particular directions. Sure, you can't always catch a runner, but defensive midfielders aren't traditionally known as the fastest players anyway. Fabinho, Fernandinho, Endo, even Rodri, they're not lightning quick at all. I'm just bringing up this table from The Athletic that I saw earlier, but the way Liverpool fans have been talking lately, you'd be thinking we're on bad form, we're mid-table. No, we're only 1 point behind Manchester City. I think it's like 12 games played, and is it plus 17 goal difference? It's something insane. We are doing fantastic. Everyone's got their ups and downs, the peaks and troughs, but Liverpool are doing good. And one key criteria for that is our fantastic midfield. We did absolutely amazing business this summer. Complete midfield overhaul. It's no longer seeing Henderson, Fabinho and Curtis Jones. Still Curtis Jones, I like Curtis Jones, in midfield, because within them three it's, you know, workmanlike, it's no creativity, it's no excitement. But we've got a brand new midfield set, and actually, as I mentioned in this video, the headline of this video, when Endo starts, we seem to win predominantly all the games. McAllister, Szoboszlai, Jones, probably first choice. We've still at the start of the season, except from Jones is constantly injured now. Endo, Elliott, Gravenberch. Okay, this sounds like a Europa Cup kind of starting lineup. However, 100%. Not bad. Then we look at McAllister, Szoboszlai, Gravenberch. Probably starting line at number 2 in many people's eyes, because how progressively Gravenberch is doing his job, breaking the lines. He's very fun, very creative. It's good to see him play with a smile on his face. 67%. Okay, that's probably a loss or a draw. within there, okay? Because 4 starts, 3 starts. McAllister, Szoboszlai, Gakpo left-sided 8. Needs must, 50% wins. Yep, okay, understood. I know that Chelsea game, the opening one, that's probably the reason why we didn't win that one. Because opening day, Stamford Bridge, anything can happen. They turned it on. We got away with a draw. Decent result overall. Endo, Szoboszlai, McAllister, our first choice 2 number 8s with Endo behind him 100%. I like what I see. Is that something for the future? McAllister, Elliott, Szoboszlai, 0. Okay, so Szoboszlai and Elliott both want the right-sided 8 slot. One of them had the pivot. Didn't work, unfortunately. Endo, Jones, and Gravenberch. Okay, so we have a controller, we have a progressive driver, and we have a holder. 100%. Wowzers, this is the 2 young guns, young dragons, and experienced head at the back. Endo, Elliott, Jones. Here we go again. So in place of Gravenberch, we have Harvey Elliott. 100%. Endo's covering the midfield base, allowing Elliott to do his thing. Jones to progressive, ball carrier in any phase of the pitch. It works well. Endo, McAllister, Elliott. This is the one we just saw in Toulouse, right? This must have been the Toulouse lineup, because McAllister and Endo and Elliott, I don't remember that lineup anywhere else. It must have been when we got outgunned and the whole team didn't play well. Okay, so there we go. There's our first dropped points in terms of win percentage for Endo starting. But you see Endo's name again? Yep, he always is at the start thing, isn't it? Endo. Yeah, he's always a starting man, number 1. Endo, Szoboszlai, Gakpo, progressive, number 8 who can break the lines. Confident that we've got a Japanese warrior shield behind him who leaps like a salmon. 100%. So the only lineup that Endo starts that we didn't win, 1 match. What's the sample size? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 starts, 7 wins. Wow. Legend. You can't tell me that's not impressive. I don't care what anybody says. It's a team effort that makes the game tick, that makes the game work, that accumulates the points. People can go up, people can go down. Form exists for a reason. You can't always play well. If the top players played well all game, then the person with the most expensive squad or most world-class squad would win all the time. It's not about that. It's about heart, tactics, form, and the person behind the character. You love to cheer for the team. You know, these are the people within the team that we love, and they're doing well. I think there's another column here. Goals per game. Endo, 3, 2, 2, 5, 2, 2.7. So overall, involved in the most high-scoring games. Goals per game for Liverpool. It's because, yeah, they may be weak opposition, but you can only beat what's in front of you. Goals conceded, 0, 3, 1, 1, 1, 0.7. Okay, so it's about the median, really. Obviously, this lineup, or chibi, or midgets, the smallest lineup, got battered in the air, probably 0. Yeah, makes sense. So overall, this is not an agenda. This is just to prove stats very interesting. 8 games, Endo starts, 7 wins. Who would have thunk it? So now if we go back to opinions and the eye test, obviously we've got McAllister early doors release clause, like 35 million quid or something like that. Absolute bargain. Argentina World Cup winning starting midfielder alongside De Paul, alongside Enzo Fernandez. Absolute quality, gives that balance as well. Ball player who's the metronome of the team, but in the Liverpool squad he plays the number 6 position because Klopp trusts him as a midfield general who carries out the tactical vision and the plans. He hasn't always performed top notch, but he does his job because he can break the initial pressing line. So overall hit, he hasn't absolutely hit the heights, and if you remember my tier list, I put him as an A rank. He's not the S rank I expect Szoboszlai to be, because Szoboszlai will win you the cups on any given day, but McAllister should be able to reach a point where he gets a consistent 7 and sometimes an 8, 7, 8, 8, 7, 7, 7 rank form every single match. I trust him. People have been clamouring to put him in a progressive 8 position, left-sided 8, but is that really his most effective position? Because you need to be a little bit of an athlete to play an 8 in the Liverpool system, back and forth, box to box, like Szoboszlai. Our hairy 8 is a machine. Dominic Szoboszlai. What a signing. Missing out on Mason Mount. My goodness. Sinking ship at Old Trafford. Old toilet. Because Mason Mount would have been a very sensible signing for Jurgen Klopp. English, premium fee from a rival. Young, potential. Can play box to box. Works hard. Can shoot. Great touch. Good technical player. Maybe not player for the big occasion. Goes missing. Has been injured a bit. But he would have been good in the Klopp system, but we missed out on him because he chose United because of Champions League. And we went all out for Dominic Szoboszlai. A combination of George Schmatke, Jurgen Klopp, predominantly Jurgen Klopp, because he has the final say, said that Domi Schlobbers is our one. He's our number 8. He's going to be a star. He's going to be a superstar. We're going to love him. He'll love his face, love his body, love his tats, love his hair, love his technique, his skills. Shoot left foot, shoot right foot. Amazing player overall. He'll be a Liverpool legend for years to come. He's got that confidence, that cockiness, that arrogance. I love it. Exudes confidence in himself because he knows about his football ability. He says he doesn't play FIFA or gaming a lot, but he still won that game as well with McAllister. Tells you a lot. Winning mentality. Cool, calm. People call him Dominique in training ground. I love it. Fantastic, because long distance shooter, we lack those. Can shoot off both feet, comfortable off both feet. He can go out wide and cross a mean ball in as well. He can overlap, he can underlap. He's got a cheeky tendency to know the game winning moment, whether it's a shot, whether it's positional play, or that little cut inside in the corner penalty area getting us a penalty as well. He is a captain of the national team, and he's a captain at heart. He's your captain, he's my captain. He's probably third in line behind Van Dijk and Trent for a future captain spot. Let's see what happens there. Trent's very young. It'll be hard to kind of ever get the captaincy off him. Anyway, yes, I digress. McAllister was brought in for a role. He is a safe pair of feet who has the vision and can break the lines with a little dribble, a little jink. He's got the game intelligence. He will be that positional player that we think will pull the midfield and give you that 7 out of 10 every single week. But I don't know if he's the number 8. He's placed somewhere between a number 8 and number 6, which is why progressively starting from 6 kind of makes sense. Put him in double pivot, probably his ideal position, but we don't play that unless we box Trent in as well. McAllister and Trent, alternatively Endo and McAllister. I like both. Endo and Trent is also good. We missed out on Caicedo. Bid went in. Is it a PR stunt? Did we seriously go for him? I think we did seriously go for him. At least it shows a hand. We have money. We can buy stuff in January. Maybe not Andre Trindade. Who knows? I want a player, at least in January. Alan Varela, Porto. I really like him. I mentioned him many times. But yeah, let's go back to the failed Caicedo bid and Lavia and the whole kerfuffle there. They bid for Lavia. We bid for Caicedo. In the end, it ended up with both. Both of them have been a bit of a flop at Chelsea. Chelsea are turning up in form, but Caicedo is not a big part of that. It's the tactical system and the confidence, and Nkunku was a big miss for them as well. I think Pochettino is a good coach, but he's not upper echelon. He's not the highest tier. I think Unai Emery is better than him because Unai Emery is a winner. Pochettino failed at PSG. That says a lot. Anyway, I digress. Once again, Caicedo, we miss out on him, and then we miss out on Lavia, and then we found the budget option, the value option, the split option. I made the video on Wataru Endo. He has all those attributes. He can leap like a salmon. He's tough as nails. He's determined. He's got great character, courageous. Gives all for the team. Trains hard every single day. Brings that winning mentality, that culture. He's a captain of Japan and captain of Stuttgart. You don't do that from Japan into the German league and at the national team level, because Japan are a good national team unless you've got something about you. He's got a lot about him, a lot of quality, a lot of attributes. 4-year contract. Give him time. And for you haters, whether you like him or not, you're stuck with him because Klopp will get the best out of him. I assure you, he's a number 6. He's worthwhile. He'll be there as an important gem come the end of the season. He needs a bit of polishing at the moment to get used to the tactical system, to get used to the weather, the fish and chips, baby. No, I don't know. He probably eats well. He seems like a disciplined sort. No greasy kebab at midnight. That'd be me. Just eat. Anyway, yes. Wataru Endo, I think, will come to prominence. You saw 7 wins out of 8 starts. That is impressive statistics. And he comes on to close the game out. He can be like a Milner sort. He can play along the back line as well. You haven't seen it yet. He can play fullback as well. He will help us progress in the cups. His progressive passing is very, very cool. Very interesting. We wouldn't have that Dominic Soboslai Thunderkund if Endo didn't pick up the ball, turn and find him straight away. He can progress the line with a bit of curve, bit of finesse, which is really good because only Bajcetic and Thiago does that kind of ball currently. I wonder why McAllister doesn't do that ball so often. Anyway, Endo can do that ball and we need him to. And Endo is very trusted with the ball. How many times did Van Dijk or Soboslai or Elliott pass back to Endo? Everyone trusts Endo with the ball. He's quite good with the ball. He's got the brains, awareness. He isn't used to the runs that his teammates make in a moment because to build that chemistry and build that rapport, you need time, you need training, you need minutes on the pitch. But it will come, whereas they don't trust Caicedo that much. The ball goes to Enzo Fernandez, right? And similar to Ugarte, it'll go to Verratti or someone else. They're not the best ball players. Caicedo is actually a decent ball player, but not a short ball passing and progressive penetrating passing. As a long ball kind of merchant, he's pretty decent as well. Caicedo is a very good player, but he's not 115 million quid's worth. Whereas you get Endo for like 20 million quid for a 4-year contract when he gets up to speed, and he will prove his worth. Fantastic value for money. Still gives that money for a little bit of an X factor at the end of the window. Many names in the bucket. Who will come out? It's Ryan Gravenberch. Now, if we got Caicedo, we don't end up with Endo or Gravenberch. For me, as a Liverpool fan, to follow these players with passion, to support them with all my heart, to gambate, fight or samurai spirit, Endo and Gravenberch are the one. especially Gravenberch. I know I really like Endo, right? National team, obviously, you know, repping the Japanese. But Gravenberch, you know, what a story. Yeah, people have doubted him, doubted his potential, doubted his wonderkind status in the global game because he kind of didn't get an opportunity by Munich. Didn't fit the tactical system. Doesn't work in a two-man pivot. He's a progressive player. He's more offensive than I ever imagined. I thought he was a pure midfielder, but he's very offensive, breaking the lines into final third, getting some assists and some goals as well. He should have been a bit more clinical, left-footed against, was it Brighton? However, he looks happy. He looks quality. He has many attributes. First touch is immense. He doesn't look the most composed, but technically he's fantastic, and he's Dutch. We now have the three Dutch trio, the three musketeers, Van Dijk, Gakpo and Gravenberch, and they're all tall and they're all silky, and they got that communication, and he will get back in national team eventually because he's playing too good to be dropped. He looks very impressive in the left-sided 8. We just got to make it count, because while he's looking good, the rest of the team have got to support, get used to him as well, and get him in those positions where he can make an actual effect on the scoreline. So that midfield quartet, Endo, Szoboszlai, McAllister and Gravenberch, is a dream midfield overhaul. When was the last time Liverpool signed 4 players for one area of the pitch with such high ceilings, such high caliber, and such high varied playing technical attributes and statistics? Good in all transitions. All 4 midfielders can offer something offensively and offer something defensively in different ways. McAllister is a deep operator with the brains and vision to carry out Klopp's strategic plan. He's probably Linde's wet dream. Similar to Endo, Wataru Endo, the experienced head, the cool head, hard nut, tackling in, leaping like a salmon, clearing everything in his way. He'll clean out his own players if necessary. He will come to prominence and be good. All the haters, I'm going to love to see you eat your words and, you know, be fair weather supporters saying like, oh, no, we always knew he was good. Oh, he is good. It's the Lucas Leiva effect. People were criticising him at the start because they didn't understand what he was trying to do. He's a different type of player than a Mascherano or a Gerrard or Alonso. But heart, soul, passion, technical attributes, effort, courage and results, Endo love will come eventually. I'm sure of it. I share you. Additionally, McAllister's loving will come as well, because people need to understand that he is a function for the team. He isn't a headline maker like Szoboszlai or even Gravenberch. Szoboszlai, obviously being, you know, sexy schlobbers, he has a bit of everything, and wow, you know, sensational player. Even in the media, ESPN are fawning over him because, you know, he's a majestic player. Could be player of the season so far. He has been that good and making 60 million look like a steal. He is that much of an investment that we paid up front and took a small loan to pay up front, and what an absolute bargain that would be. He's well worth over 100 million for so far, and I wouldn't even sell him because I would not replace him for anyone. Even Bellingham I would not replace him for, because he is now a Liverpool red, a red at heart with a Gerrard tattoo. Did Gerrard really say that? But anyway, Szoboszlai, I'm so happy he plays for my team. Up the Reds, you'll never walk alone. Additionally, Gravenberch, to see his career unfold, playing with a smile, and when he can make an impact to shove it down all the doubters' throats. Yeah, that is my team right there. Endo, Szoboszlai, McAllister, Gravenberch. And then throw in Thiago Alcantara, Thiago Bajcetic, Curtis Jones, Harvey Elliott. We got a nice midfield, right? Even McConnell came on. I don't know much about McConnell. Someone fill me in McConnell on the comments below. Let me know all about his attributes. But I'm sure, you know, he's got a baby face, doesn't he? He looks like he could be a useful addition as well. Let's see how they perform. I'm really satisfied with this team. I'm going to give you a full tactical breakdown on how Liverpool can beat Manchester City at the Etihad. There's lots of little intricate mini games within the game itself, but I'm really fascinated by the strategic elements that are involved in the game preparation. I'm going to put big effort into that video. Please watch it. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video to help me beat the algorithm. Giveaways coming very soon. Pocky. There's a chocolate called Melty Kiss, which is the most fantastic chocolate in Japan, in the world. It's better than Belgian chocolate, better than Swiss chocolate. Only around Christmas time in Japan. It's seasonal. Going to give away every flavour. Keep tuned. Miyazaki man, Ichiban.